Welcome back to our Adirondak chair build. Here we are setting up a straight edge to lay out our back slats so we can mark out the curve for the top of them. While I'm laying them out here, what I'm doing is picking out the nicest face so that our product looks as good as we can get it at the end. With our back slats all laid out, what I'm going to do now is measure both sides and the middle and lay out to create an arc there. On the marks we made for either side, we're just going to place a screw that's proud about 3/4 of an inch. Now we're going to take a thinly ripped piece of wood there and rest it on those screws and pull up the middle till it's aligned with our middle mark, and then mark out our curve. Then we just take our back slats over to the bandsaw and cut right along that curved line. Then the back slats are sanded and chamfered like the rest of the pieces, and we start with our install here. After marking center, I am now going to put glue where the center back slat is to go. Now we're going to place this back slat, holding in place with clamps and then brad nails. Then we will continue on working outward from center with the remaining back slats. We're going to space them 3/8 of an inch apart on the top and 1/4 inch apart on the bottom. You can see here I'm just using my gauge blocks to keep the spacing as accurate as possible. And here we are, continuing our way outward from the middle, working our way through the slats as we go. Now it's time to start putting the bottom slats in. We're going to just place the first one there on the respective face of the legs, glue and brad nail it. We're also going to do the same thing with the next one there. It matches its respective face. Then, for the remainders, we're going to use some 1/8 inch spacers that I cut out of some scrap wood. Here we are with the spacers, just place them vertically, glue, and place the remaining slats. Now here we're just placing the rear slat with the curve to match the seat back. For the armrest supports, we'll be attaching them with glue and pocket holes. So we're just going to set this up in our pocket hole jig. One pocket hole for the top and two for the side there. Here we are, just pocket holing the top section. That way we have an easy attachment and these are very sturdy. The pocket holes will be hidden from the front. What I'm doing here is using these angle clamps to keep the armrest support flush with the front of the leg there. Put a little bit of glue there. We'll take this armrest support, hold it against our angle clamps there, and screw in our pocket screws. Now it's time to install our armrest. We're just going to measure the height of our front leg, and then we're going to measure and mark that on our rear support there. That will be the bottom line for our armrest. Now we're going to take our armrest, hold it up to that line, and we're going to countersink ourselves a pilot hole. Now that's done, a little bit of glue on the front assembly here. Now we can place our armrest and screw it into place with a little bit of glue. For the front here, we're going to take our 3/4 inch setup block and use that to set the distance from the side there to our armrest support. Then we're going to screw our pocket screws in and attach it a little bit further with some brad nails. The other side is the same as the first side we did. You can see right there I'm using the setup block to line it up with the armrest support. The back is already screwed in. We're just going to pocket screw the front here, a couple of brad nails, and that armrest is installed. The last step is tightening up the carriage bolts that we left loose earlier. And this build is now complete. Please subscribe and follow for our next build. Thank you very much.